Okay, excellent. This is our mini mindful moment on how to lead through profound change. And this is our sixth mini mindful moment. This practice today is leading through profound change, whether you're leading yourself, it could be just for you, it could be for a team, or it could be for an entire organization. And I am a leadership coach who loves guiding people through mindfulness practices that build their leadership capacity. And you can actually join me in my Zoom room that I'm on here. I'm doing this through Zoom. And what I want you to know is that these discussions, the end part of the what I'm doing here, where we go over discussion and a debrief and Q&A, that part is not recorded. So you will not see that on the live stream. All of our mini mindful moments are based on a tool that I've created called the IMX Compass, which is based on the rhythms of the seasons, it being connected to nature, the days that, from night to dawn to midday to dusk. And these rhythms are things that we can all relate to. So it gives us a way of having common ground. And the compass is a guide to developing leadership awareness, presence, capacity, and the ability to, I think of it as navigating work and life with wisdom, not just bulldozing your way through, but aligned with nature and each other and how we have a common ground in our existence here on this planet. So I covered all of this in a mini mindful moment in our first practice. So if you missed that, please go take a look there. Today, we are in the season of spring. We started that a couple times ago. The East is where we chart a path or a strategy for how we're going to accomplish our goals. So this compass guides these mindfulness practices, but it also guides leadership development, career development, organization development. So it's a way of being together, using the compass that can guide us. So the East is this path or strategy about how we're going to accomplish our goals in a way that honor these natural rhythms and our common ground. So Jack Welch said that strategy is not a lengthy action. It is the evolution of a central idea through continually changing circumstances. And I use this quote with my clients all the time when we're doing strategic planning. So when it is that we are dealing with profound change, we have to be clear about our goals and at the same time, continually changing circumstances. Both of these are really, really important. And most people, most executives, have a hard time tracking both of these. So profound change. What am I talking about with this? It's when things are fundamentally changing. And this can be really super challenging for all of us. So this is the kind of change like when personal computers came online and smartphones, and how that fundamentally changed how it is that we function. It's that kind of profound change that I'm talking about. So we know this is a picture of my garden. Actually, this was a week ago. Spring energy can be used when dealing with profound change. And it's a kind of energy that can carry a new idea from infancy, like that tender green shoot that's just coming out. So like the irises that you see in this picture here, where they're just little tiny little leaves, right? And then you start to see the bud, and then it bursts into this flower. So it's the spring energy is like that, where you can go from the bud of an idea into full fruition, full reality, like the iris or like a full tree leafing out. And doing this while the world is changing around you, carrying with you a resilience and capacity to adapt to what's going on. This is important stuff for the times that we're in right now. So all the directions of the compass draw from the center. So let me point to that here. This is the center of the compass here. So all of the directions draw from this center or the interior of you. You can think of it that way. So, by being aware of what's going on inside of us and our interior, we can cultivate the quality of awareness that we can use to fuel our idea, or say it's a central idea, like Walsh was talking about, our strategy, our life purpose, so that our energy is clear and powerful. This is spring energy. And our awareness and energy can be in two different forms. I covered this before, but I'm going to just review it real quick again. It can be either reactive or responsive. And this, you can see the difference, like that part of drama, or it's just like, or it could be a numbed out place too. That's in the cloud in the around part. And then this is the centered best self, X, that I'm bringing you into over and over again in these practices. So we call this best self here is being responsive, and drama out here is being reactive. Usually we're in a combination, right? So you can see the best self part of the compass in the middle here. So here's our best self X, and here's the drama around here. So when we are reacting in drama, we are behaving in habitual ways. We're not leading our way through change, creating something new, but instead we're on autopilot, usually trying to make things stable in the middle of all this profound change. And what's needed is the ability to evolve your central idea to meet the change that's happening. So these mini mindful moments that I'm doing are helping to build that capacity in you. So responsive, when we're leading from our responsive best self, we can tap into healthy power. And it's the kind of power that allows us to be resilient to our central idea, adaptive to change, and empowering of others. And when it comes to change, we can either struggle and react to it by being reactive, or we can be a part of it, influencing what's happening, and make sure that our central idea is a part of the profound change that's already happening. Like, this is stuff that we can't stop. It's already going. We can learn to be a part of it, or we can see whether that central idea is something that really doesn't fit with what's going on. So we can punt quickly. So healthy power, I want to talk about that in a moment here, comes from I think of this as deep roots. It's the spring. What allows plants to do what they do in spring is because they have these roots that have been forming during winter. We can do that as people too. And I think of it as deep roots of awareness that come from our center, pulling all the energy we need along with others with us. They're doing this too, to do what we need to do to evolve our central idea through profound change, meeting the challenges of our times. And think of it that way. So we can effectively lead through profound change and know we're creating good by using healthy power that comes from love. If we're tapping into this center of who we are, that's love. And this can align to serve a central idea or purpose that's both a part of what deeply matters to us and is also greater than what we personally need, and brings out the best in all of us. I think of it as a place of abundance, both and thinking. Okay, that was a lot, I know. And that's just to set the stage for us going into this mindfulness practice. We're going to explore how to lead through profound change. And I want you to just let go of all of this explanation that I provided. You can come back and listen to it if you want. because what I'm going to take you through, you're not going to be able to understand through your rational mind. And so this is why I am offering these mindfulness practices generally available, because I think it's so important for our times. So I want you to let yourself just settle in to the practice part of this. Transition from whatever you've been doing, what you might be thinking about, what I've just said, to being here now. And go ahead and let all of yourself that you possibly can arrive here now. Your best self, your drama self, all the parts of you are welcome here. And feel free to move if you need. This is not like a really perfect kind of practice. I think of it as messy. You can have your eyes open if you want, or you can have your eyes closed. It's whatever works best for you to find yourself, to see yourself, to connect with yourself. That's what this is all about, that accessing the center of you, the center of the compass. And as you're sitting here, I want you to notice the weight of your body, sitting or standing or lying down, whatever you've decided to do. Notice the weight of your body and let it drop down. Just let gravity pull you down and relax. And let yourself feel the aliveness and energy that's in your body. Notice the texture and quality of that aliveness that you're feeling right now. So if it feels kind of raggedy, you're probably in some reactivity. You feel calm and alert, that's responsive. So just notice the quality of your energy, your aliveness, and let yourself feel your natural, inherent connection to something else that's living. Might be a person, a son or daughter, a partner, a plant, a forest, the soil, the ocean, whatever works for you. Let yourself feel connected to the planet. And let yourself feel the energized quality of spring in whatever way that works for you. It could be from the garden picture that I showed earlier. It could be something, some way spring is showing up in your part of the world. And let yourself notice your breath as you're feeling this aliveness and feeling connected. And notice how your breath can take you to the center of you. It's carrying aliveness through your body, literally. And let it take you to the core of you, or the center of you. Like, you might want to think of this as an organizing place in you. Like the midline of your body, your spine is something that coordinates all of your physicality. Now let your energy and this aliveness that you're feeling, let it drop through your body and through the bottom of your feet, and let it connect you to the earth. Let yourself ground to the earth. Just like you're coming out at the center of the compass, you're coming out at the center of you into the earth as deep as you can go. So the more grounded we are to the place that we are, the more safe we can feel. And the more safe that we can feel, the more energy that in us can wake up as we're not on defense. We're relaxed, we're open, we're energized. So that spring energy can really flow through us. So notice how your energy is moving through your body. Where are you feeling alive? Where are you feeling tense in your body? And notice your thoughts. You may be feeling distracted by some thoughts. And if that's happening, your energy is going to kind of get stuck in your head and it will tend to circle and you're going to spin around with things. So that's what happens when reactivity is in charge of you, not your center in charge, not your responsive self, best self. So to get out of that circling, or at least not have it have a hold of you in that way, let yourself be aware of your whole body and just relax those tense parts. Breathe into any place where you're feeling tension. And let go of whatever you're holding on to. So, right now, you are centered and relaxed. Maybe just a little bit, maybe just a little, maybe a lot. Even just a little bit is enough. Just anchor in like a glimmer of light that has your attention. Notice any stressful thoughts that you have and let them just float by like the weather. And let yourself feel connected to the world around you. We're connecting all the time anyway. You can't not be connected. So let yourself feel the aliveness of being a part of life on this planet. And now I want you to, from this centered place, consider something that you care deeply about. Maybe it's a central idea that you're working on, something maybe you're a little bit clear about. Don't worry if you're not clear, because that will come. Just a little bit of clarity is enough. Something matters. You're clear, a little clear. You're centered, relaxed. In this moment, what is possible? Just don't let your mind go, off on a lot of details. Just let yourself feel the spaciousness and the possibility that's here now. Okay, this place, this place, connecting to your aliveness and your center, connecting with what you care about and possibility. This is how you hold steady when you're disoriented, because all that other noise is the disorienting. The center is where you can get clear. Just let yourself feel what that feels like. It's really cool. And if you're not quite getting it, don't worry. This takes some practice. Now, I want you to bring to mind a goal or a central idea that you're working on, something that matters. And don't worry in this moment about all the changes that are happening around you. Just put those in your back pocket for now. And I want you to feel this goal or this central idea kind of like spring energy flowing from the center of you. It's alive in you. It's alive in the world. It's something you're connected to, this aliveness. And there's some anticipation here. And that's what we feel in spring. Like, oh my goodness, what are those iris going to look like this year? How many of them are going to bloom? Oh my God, more bloom than I ever thought possible. It's more beautiful than I ever imagined. Like, this is what you can get to. And from the relaxed clarity of your center, yourself feel your center from a place of being connected with yourself and life as it's changing. What is the most important next step you could take in the flow of this central idea? Just let yourself know. If you're thinking about it a lot, that's not it. It'll just be like, oh, that. And you don't have to do it all now. Just one thing that will be in service to the whole of you as a human and all those impacted by what you're doing, because we're already connected to it. You can be clear in this way. This is how you can be strategically focused on a goal and also adapt to changing circumstances, because these changing circumstances are a part of the connection that you're feeling as you're taking these steps. You don't have to think too hard. You start thinking too much about it, you're going to get lost. We're tapping into all of our intelligences here as we go through this experience. So let yourself continue to relax and feel connected to your center, the whole of the situation you're thinking about. And let yourself in this moment feel where you get reactive. When do you get anxious or doubtful or stressed or whatever it is? It could be something really minor. It could be something that's hard to handle. And know that whatever drama it is, I call this drama, know that all of this can be used to help you clarify, to be a part of your learning. I'm doubtful about XYZ. And then I come to my center and I see more clearly and more truly what I'm actually capable of. So we're not pushing away whatever we're worried about. We're not trying to make it go away. We're actually accepting whatever is here. And we're letting awareness help us learn and clarify as we go. So come back to your center, deep into your core, where anything is possible. And here is where we can discover solutions that can work for everyone, because we're coming from this connected. I think of this as the ground of our collective being. And here is where we can be in what I call healthy power that comes from love, because it is the source of you. It is who you are. And when you're tapped into this core, this center of you, where you're not afraid actually of the drama bits, the anxiousness and the doubt or whatever, right? You're welcoming those things in. You're not struggling with them. You're not tying your energy up and pushing the drama down. It becomes becomes part of your power, the flow of life, that spring energy. Healthy power is when you're resilient with your own demons, your own drama inside of you. And that's what allows you to be resilient to your central idea and adaptive to change. And from this place of centered, healthy power, we're empowering ourselves, and we can invite others into this as well. We're empowering others to be a part of this. So if there's any of this that you're not completely clear about or feeling, don't worry about it. This is not a head thing or an understanding thing. What's important is noticing the quality and the flow of your energy and staying the course in the direction, this east directionality, the spring energy of this flow toward your goal, your central idea, so that you can be energized and connected as you go, resilient, adaptive. You're not bulldozing your way through a project plan. You're living your central idea into existence. Okay. So go ahead and open your eyes, wiggle your body however you want to do to kind of come back into the present moment in with eyes open if you haven't had them open. And my invitation to you is to say, stay centered in your power and your healthy power through this day, and notice where you go into reactivity. And remember that reactivity is not all of who you are. There's always learning there. And so the next steps I want you to do is to practice staying centered in your power, seeing how long you can tend to that, and re-listen to this if you need to, and notice your reactivity. And I am actually going to be at a client site next week, so I won't be here to do the mini mindful moment. But what you can do is join me in taking the Define Your True Self course, which is where I teach people how to do all of this stuff in a very disciplined fashion. So I'll have a link to the landing page for that in the description. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for watching, listening, having the experience of this. I am going to say goodbye for now, and I'll see you in 2 weeks for the next mini mindful moment.